Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jamie with Lost Boy, doing a little bit of a different type of video today. This one is pretty much for my haters. I have kept quiet for way too long, but that time is up. Okay? There's nothing more powerful than the truth. So today, I'm going to be speaking my truth. And to the haters that stalk my channel, because I don't have social media so they can't stalk me there. First of all, I mean, you watch my content so many times you might as well subscribe, right? And these are people who are supposed to be friends and family, right? And you can't even support me there. But you like to watch my videos, and then you like to gossip and talk about me behind my back. That's fine. You've been doing it my whole life. And that's all you do, because all you do is talk about other people. I don't trust people that talk about other people, because if you're willing to talk about somebody else, what are you saying about me? The truth is, I already know. Because the people that you're talking to talk to other people, who then talk to me. So I know what's really going on. Right? And the joke's on you. Because it lets me know really how fragile you are as a person. You really are fragile. You're weak. And you're pathetic. Because all you do is talk about other people. And there are two types of people in this world. There are talkers, then there are doers. The talkers are the ones that talk about other people. Right? Because they're trying to escape their own unpleasant reality. Right? And the reason why their reality is so unpleasant is because they are not happy with the choices that they made. So they see these doers making different choices. Living their best life. Learning their lessons, taking their L's in stride. Trying to be better. And the talkers don't like that. They don't like that. Because they're not strong enough to make better choices. They're still tied to the same system of talking. That same system that they're a part of is the same one that's holding them back. Because they're so concerned about what everybody else has to say instead of living their own life. So today I'm going to talk about a few things that I have suffered with, that I've allowed my haters to spread a false version of the story, or the stories. But my truth is my truth. So we're gonna get into it. So to some of the family out there, and you know what, the sad part is some of this family is my step family, right? Who, by the way, anybody who forces you to call you aunt or uncle, or whatever, you didn't earn that title. You're not my family. You never will be my family. Okay? And I do have actual real family. I don't talk to my dad's side of the family. I don't. I haven't, right? Because once my dad died when I was 5, his people disappeared. Right? They did. They disappeared. And you know, whatever. That's fine. But yeah, my father passed away when I was 5. That was the moment that I had to grow up. Reality had set in. But the worst part about my father passing away wasn't his actual passing. It was the fact that nobody told me that he passed away. No, I don't care what adults have to say. I was a child. I was 5. You were the adult. You never told me. Want to know how I found out? I found out 3 months later when someone took me to his tombstone because I kept asking too many questions about where my dad was and when he was coming back. They never told me that he lost his battle to cancer. And that same family, my dad's side of the family, which I know you're watching, instead of supporting my mother, who was a single mother, an immigrant in this country, by the way, didn't speak English, didn't even have a driver's license, you left us out in the cold. You did. And the worst part is that you guys thought you had some kind of ownership over her or us. I remember, and I don't know the story, and I really don't care what happened between the adults, because I was a child witnessing this. I saw you come to my house and try to beat up my mother. I honestly, I don't know why. I don't know if you're trying to assert dominance, control. I don't know, but it just sounds crazy. Doesn't it, y'all? It sounds crazy. That's what they did. I remember seeing that. But I also remember when I was in when I was in kindergarten, did you know that this family, my dad's side of the family, after he passed away, tried to kidnap me from the playground? Yeah, that happened. Luckily, somebody from the school who was watching over us as we were in the middle of recess, saved me real quick. For that, I'm thankful. For that, I am blessed. So yeah, thank you, family. Shame on you, though. But shame on you. But the truth is, on Judgment Day, when you die, and you will die, because we all die, right? That's a fact of life. When you're looking at Jesus, at those pearly gates, on Judgment Day, make sure you tell him that story. I'm sure he'd like to understand what your reasoning is. Next issue. Well, most people don't know about me because there's a reputation, apparently, that I'm a man whore. First of all, I have been celibate for 2 years. But in my early 20s, I was engaged to an abusive narcissist, and I know that word is thrown around a lot lately. But under his control, I wasn't allowed to see my friends. I wasn't allowed to see my family. Down to the very clothes that I wore was controlled, to the music that I listened to the food that I consumed. I really hope that he's watching. Because you cried like a victim when I decided to leave that relationship. And you turned everybody against me. Do you not remember that night in the hotel room where I woke up to you sexually assaulting me? Or do you not remember the other times where you would do that repeatedly? Because I wouldn't give it up to you? See, I do. And that's why I left. Because my body, my life, doesn't belong to you or to anybody else. It is mine. But I got my closure, because a few years ago, I went to a local sandwich shop where this person still works, right? This was their high school job, right? I met them right out of high school. That's when we started getting together. This person's in the same place, working the same grill. So, Life has a funny way of playing out, doesn't it? But the truth is out. I won't forget there was one time on my birthday. I was forced to go to one of your family members' wedding. And because everything was controlled, my money, all of that, right? Which, by the way, I almost lost my job, too, because I had to constantly answer my phone. And, would constantly call, because I was a manager of a store, would constantly call the store just to see if I was there. So to everybody who knows his side of the story about how I was mean and how I left, I hope you understand now why I did. But back to that birthday. He had bought me an outfit for his family's wedding because I wasn't in charge of my own money. God forbid, I couldn't be. We got into such a fight because I wanted to leave a little earlier so we could meet up with a couple of friends so I could have a couple of drinks and celebrate my birthday, which I didn't think was unreasonable. You know, people leave weddings early all the time. It's not like, I was going to leave after the cake. I didn't have to stay all night, right? No offense to them. I didn't even know them. He was so mad at me that he forced me stripped naked. And that's how I went home. And the worst part is, when I told who I thought was my best friends at the time, they said, "What did you expect? When you're in a relationship, you have to put out." They pretty much told me I deserved what happened to me. My friends. When people show you who they are the first time, you should believe them. And the truth is, they showed me who they were a long time ago, these friends. Right? But it wasn't until I was a little older that I was able to connect the dots and see how it all fits, right? These were the same friends that outed me in high school by spreading a lie that I asked some, popular kid out, right? It was middle school. I was still trying to understand my sexuality. Do you really think I'm going to go up to the most popular guy in school and ask him out on a date in front of everybody? First of all, I am 5'2". I'm still 5'2". I'm 34 years old and I am 5'2". I know better. I knew better. Okay. But that's still the rumor that goes around to this day, was that I asked this person out on a date. Which is not true. So I should have believed them when they showed me who they were. I should have. But I didn't. Because I forgive people, because I'm a kind-hearted person. And unfortunately, when you're a kind-hearted person who's open and honest, people will use that against you. Just like my abusive ex used my daddy issues against me. And this false friend, there's more. And I really hope that they're watching. But I don't have to hope, because I know that they are, because that's all they do. Right? Because it gets back to me all the time. This is the same person that I found out years later, right? She used to work at my doctor's office. They doctored my medical records and put on there that I suffered from substance abuse. Now, substance abuse is a real issue that is plaguing this country and this world. And it's not something that should be taken lightly. But I want you to understand the actions of your consequences. Because you doctored that, because you put that in my record, every single time I went to seek medical help, I was mistreated and misdiagnosed. And come to find out, I suffer from autoimmune disorders. I have 2 of them that have been untreated because I've gotten poor care, because my medical records from my primary care physician said that I was an addict. So every time I went to a hospital, that's all they looked at me as. But if you actually look at my medical history, not once have I ever been prescribed an opioid. Ever. In fact, it's notated that I refuse them. And trust me, I've had a lot of things done to me throughout the years because of my autoimmune disorders. But I never needed to escape the pain, right? I knew what drugs could do. I knew the road that it could lead down. I know what addiction is. So thank you, friend, air quote, for doing that. But that's all been corrected, or it's in the process of being corrected, because as far as I understand, the Massachusetts Medical Board is still investigating and examining it, and they keep me up to date on the investigation, so time will tell, right? Karma has a funny way of playing out sometimes. Sometimes it's waiting for you to speak your truth in order for that to happen. But yeah, this person doctored my medical records, so my autoimmune disorders were left undiagnosed, untreated, and became really bad and severe. I lost my teeth in the process of all of this, because my autoimmune disorders became so bad, and my body really started attacking itself. And I'm at a point now, medically, where I am done a complete 180 in the opposite direction, and I am thankful that I have been directed to the best possible medical care that I have now. And I thank God and the universe for that, because that's what I prayed for, that's what I asked for. And I have a really, really great team now. And hey, I got my teeth fixed. So to all the haters that made fun of me because of that, because of what somebody else did that caused me to be mistreated medically. And it's taken me a while to understand that people do these kinds of things because they like to keep people around as their entertainment, because they think it's funny. They think other people's life is funny. They think other people's struggles are funny. They need entertainment. They need to escape the reality of their own life because they hate it that much. So to everybody out there, my subscribers, my real subscribers, the ones that are suffering alone, the ones that feel like they're alone, you're not alone. You're not. You're not. And just because others around you do not want to accept reality doesn't mean that you need to be another follower. You were meant to be a leader. And the truth is, these people sense your power, and that's what frightens them. I even have some of my haters who have literally booked appointments with me under false names. Do you honestly think that I do not know? Y'all have kept me in your shadows of hell for so long. Did you honestly think I wasn't going to learn anything? The final straw was years later, after the abusive relationship, I finally opened up again. After doing my healing, I went to therapy. I sought help because I needed to. I needed to let it go so I could truly move on. I needed to protect my peace. I needed to find my peace. So when that happened, I got into another relationship. I opened up like I always do. You know, I'm honest, I'm authentic, I keep it real. I'm not ashamed of my past. And the process repeated itself. You know, I was cheated on until one day. I won't forget that morning. That was a great morning. You know, wake up, have our intimacy, tell me you love me. And then he gets up, packs all of his stuff, tells me that he's leaving me because he got a woman pregnant. So yeah. And then the same friend told me that I deserved it. That was my karma. So needless to say, when I started this channel, it was a journey all mine and all alone. Because I realized that the people around me, the people that I thought were my friends, the people that I thought were my family, they never were. They never loved me. They never cared for me. That's why I started this channel. Because I truly know what it's like to be lost. And I had a really profound moment where I had just completely lost it. And I said, God, universe, anybody who can hear me, why? Why am I alone? And I heard a voice, and I know it's going to sound crazy, but it was not a voice that I recognized. It was not my inner monologue. It was a voice that said, my child, you are not alone because I walk with you. Everything that you have been through has strengthened you, has taught you a lesson, and it has shown you the real face of evil so that you can go out and expose it. And that's why I started this channel. That day I felt the love of the universe envelope me. Every hair in my body stood up and I was enveloped in warmth. And that's when I understood what my purpose is. That I am a herald of truth. And people don't like that. I'm raw, I'm honest, and I'm authentic. But I do not judge others because I know what it's like to be judged. So whenever I say something, anything, it really truly comes from a place of love. So to all you guys out there, if you guys made it this long, thank you. And even if you feel like you're alone, you're not. So, I want everyone to be kind to one another. And I want everyone to remember that you don't know what any single person is going through. And usually the ones that are quiet and the ones that don't talk are the ones that are suffering the most. And the ones that are talking are the ones that are just seeking validation. So with that, bye guys. And thank you. And I love each and every single one of you.